Hey guys, Banana Lock here and welcome back to another Water of Realms video. So today we're back with some testing. We're gonna be looking at Elowyn, her Rage Regen spell versus Hollow. To, put things to test to see, which hero is better in this regard. So Hollow is gonna be, probably better. There's a reason why if you see in most guild boss teams, the top ones at least, Hollow is gonna be a staple in most of them. So this guy has Hollow hidden because probably use of Phrenesis, and then Hollow here. Elowyn, interesting. Is this guy running Hollow? Okay, he's running Hollow too, and you can see Hollow is doing most of the healing. So Elowyn is probably just placed to do some rage regen passively. But Hollow is probably gonna be the main rage giver. This guy, no Hollow, interesting. But look at those units, probably doing more damage on their own from just being there. And Hollow again. This guy has A5 Elowyn, so yeah, maybe Hollow might not be that great there. And Hollow. Pattern is pretty clear. I am using Hollow myself too. And where am I? Yep, and I've also advocated for all my guildmates to start using Hollow. Like that's the optimal build to go with. So yeah, if we just take a look at skill kits alone, we can see why that's gonna be the case. So Elowyn first, right? At max cap, she's gonna be regenerating 1% rage every second. So this happens to all allies, no matter where they are. As long as Elowyn is on the battlefield, all allies get this rage cap regen. So Elowyn does not need to be in healing range for that to happen. And that's pretty much gonna be it, that's what Elowyn does. And yeah, if we take a look at Hollow instead, so this is her ultimate. Doesn't talk about the rage regen, that's actually in her passive. So when Light of Bliss, her ultimate is activated, she recovers 1.4% rage for all allies in range every 1 second. So 40% more than Elowyn already. And if you get her to A5, Light of Bliss increases the efficiency of accumulating rage by 15% until the battle ends, up to 5 stacks. It doesn't say anywhere clearly whether or not this is just, for Hollow or for all units. I would like to assume it's for all units. So just talking about the rage cap alone, from her ultimate, this 1.4%, when you increase it by 75%, it's gonna go up quite tremendously. That's gonna be like what, 2.4% roughly, around there. So yeah, quite a big increase compared to Elowyn at 1%. That's like 140% increase instead now. So yeah, and bear in mind that Hollow does get her ultimate off quite often, because every time she heals, she restores 1% of her rage cap. So as long as you build her well with minimal attack, she's gonna be healing quite a bit in the guild boss run. But without further ado, let's do the testing. To facilitate this, we're gonna go on an easier guild boss run, because I do want to, make sure that we are using just one unit to test out that one unit's rage regen. So maybe it's not that fair of a test, considering that Hollow might not get a heal as much. So I'm considering to slap in some healers, some more tanks just for the lols, and I think I'm just gonna do that. So let's slap in regulars and Brokia. And who else can we slap? Olap, yes, nice. So 3 healers, 3 tankers, and then yeah, let's test this out with Hollow first. So theory is that the more heals that she gets out, the more, rage regen there is, right? So we're just gonna do this, give the invigoration buff. Okay, so that's the 35% buff. Now we're gonna place the healers now. And we're gonna slap Hollow down. So these guys are not gonna be dealing much damage, but they're just there to help Hollow get her reach up faster. First ultimate on Salazar, and then we'll pop Hollow's up. Second ultimate. Obviously, not much damage being done, so not much additional heals actually. Problem is that I don't have units strong enough to like solo the boss, so yeah, better off this way. The third ultimate. See some healings coming out. And that's gonna be the fourth ultimate from Salazar. Still going pretty well. Fourth ultimate in. And we're gonna see one more. Yeah. Fifth ultimate. Let's go. So Salazar is optimal in this test because I have him in Soulbound Arcana, so that means that we do want to get him to regenerate as much rage as possible, get off more ultimate. Because every single one counts quite a bit here. It's gonna be like the 5th or 6th one by now, I've lost count. Let's hope that he clears this. He does? Yep, nice. Okay, I think we probably can squeeze in just one more, but look at that rage regen, it's going nuts, man. As it increases the efficiency of accumulating rage, what I do feel is that accumulation happens across the board, like even with Salazar's normal hits, I think those do extra as well. Do we get time for one more? Okay, just one more I think. No, I don't think it's gonna be enough because that flies off at 5 seconds. Okay, so barely there, but this is what Salazar does with Hollow. 6 seconds to go. We're gonna pull out. Yeah, just missing that one last one. 49.7 million damage. So okay, now it's on to Elowyn. We're gonna test her. We're gonna see how much rage regen she gives in comparison with Hollow. So that was like 6 or 7 ultimates with Salazar. So these remove her, and I'm gonna slap Elowyn down instead. Sorry, actually let me redo this battle phase because I do have Hollow in Orb of Euphoria. So let me just swap out the artifact so that, you know, Elowyn gets the same treatment as well. Orb of Euphoria. Okay, let's do this, and yeah. Salazar down again. These folks. 35% buff, and then we're gonna slap. This guy's in the same position. Oops. I guess it doesn't really matter because they're not dealing anything anyways, but yeah. We're gonna start seeing that rage regen is gonna be pretty non-existent this run. Yeah, Salazar's gonna take really long to build those up. Not even the second ultimate yet. I remember the last time around, second ultimate was up right now. Yeah, you can start to see that rage regen wise, Hollow really doesn't come you know, close to Elowyn. Like they are not in the same territory. They are in very different territories when it comes to rage regen. And yeah, not even the fourth ultimate yet, and we are onto the second shield already. Okay. It's the fifth ultimate, like finally. Yeah. But it might be all too late, you know. Run is almost ending. Okay, last one down. Six ultimate. Question is it gonna be in time for the last one? Doesn't look like it. Okay, last one down, and we're gonna despawn now as well. 5.4k dragon blood. And look at stats here. Honestly, that was pretty similar. I mean, just looking at, you know, damage wise alone, I think that was pretty close. Probably the same amount of ultimates, which is surprising to me. I always thought that Hollow did better, but bear in mind that in this experiment, we are not using Laurel to boost, you know, Salazar and, you know, Hollow as well to get more rich regen up. I think with that strategy, things get a little bit different. So, yeah, maybe we can just do one more test. We'll see with Laurel in how does that change up the run. So remove the Laurels here. Put Laurel in. We have Volca. So yeah, let's do this again, and hopefully we see a difference. Because yeah, when the testing, always felt like that guy did better. So, oops, we have Elowyn on this. That's the wrong one. So fairly similar in terms of damage for both, you know, setups. That's interesting, but yeah, let's see if this makes a difference with Laurel in. I would think that it does. Pop off of Euphoria back on her. And let's do this run. So let's pop Hollow down, sorry, later on. We'll do Salazar first. Volca. And then slap Oleg here, Broke here, Regulus, and then let's do this. Pop this, okay. Laurel's almost up. Let's hope we get all those ulti up as well. Okay, third or fourth ultimate in. Let's see if we can get Laurel in here. Oops. Feels like this is gonna make a lot of difference. Because just looking at damage numbers alone, we are almost halfway there. And yeah, there's already a lot more damage done to the boss so far. Step you down. Despawn. Step that. Yep. The ultimate will be just in time for this next meteor. Okay, nice. Yep, already over what was done earlier. So yeah, I think this testing is much more conclusive because we do use Hollow with Laurel in the Guild Boss runs. That's the right way to do it. See if you can get one more ultimate off. I think we can. Yeah, nice. Okay, and gonna pull out 6.6k this time. Pretty nice. So Elowyn did how much? With Elowyn that was like 46 million. No, it's 58 million. So yeah, I think this is more conclusive testing wise. I should have done this from the start. I just didn't expect that in terms of raw, healing, rich regen power, they would both come pretty close. So that's new to me, and yeah, I think the thing about Laurel strats is that you do need to have a solid Infernal team that benefits from the rich regen. So that's the reason why it might not be optimal. It might be better to place down Elowyn if you're earlier in the game. But if you're at a much later stage like me, you can start to see why Salazar does so much more, compared to just using Elowyn alone versus cycling Laurel in with Hollow. So that was like, I think at least 25% more damage. And yeah, I hope that's conclusive testing as to why Hollow is better. I think in the long run, when you look at other heroes as well, they all get extra rich regen, things are going to look very different. So right now we just have, one hero tested, but this alone is doing a 25% damage boost. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope this puts a rest to the argument of Hollow versus Elowyn for Guild Boss. It's quite conclusive. I mean, I do have my Elowyn not max skilled up, but I think that won't make so much of a difference compared to, Salazar in this stage with Hollow. It just looks a lot better. I think the best case scenario is having both Elowyn and Hollow. There are some runs that do that, but we won't go into that today, just for raw testing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you have any comments on how I should have done the test better and whatnot, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.